And this is so exciting, friends. It's so freeing to see these numbers just like change so much. Grab all of your financial planning tools because we're about to see how much I saved in total towards my $20,000 goal, and also to see how much I've paid off so far on my debt. Hola mi gente bella, my name is Jeremie Serrano. I'm a freelance illustrator and artist, and I am currently working 2 day jobs on top of running my small business. And this is all because I have credit card debt and I'm trying to save for a house. Currently, my goal for the month of February was to save $5,000. So we're gonna see in this video if I was able to accomplish that. And we're trying to reach the total goal of $20,000. And if you also saw my last paycheck breakdown last week, I was currently at $8,900 something that I still owed on my credit cards. So after this week's payments, we're gonna see how much in total we have left to pay off our credit cards. So buckle your seatbelts because we're tired, we're overworked, but we're motivated and we're going towards those goals and we're gonna accomplish them. Let's get into it. All right, friends, so we have all our tools ready to go and ready to start this process. So first things first, I want to pull out my notebook and get to writing. So this is how we're going to plan out this paycheck, basically where all the money is gonna go. This paycheck is the last paycheck of February. It is a tight one because I do have to pay rent, I have to pay a few bills, so just a little bit of portion is going to savings. I actually automated my paycheck to send to my savings account just to automatically go there, and then the rest of it went to my checking so that I can go ahead and pay some bills. This is check number 4. My goal was to save $5,000. I honestly was not confident in this goal, but we shall see once we count everything up to see how much I saved. And I'm actually really excited. I think we did pretty good for the most part on my first month of truly saving for the year. So first thing I like to do, even though I pay myself first when it comes to savings, I either like put it in my checking account and then transfer it before I pay any bills, or I automatically send it over. As I mentioned, I already automatically put it into the savings account. The next thing that I like to focus on is the bills that I will be paying, even though I recommend paying yourself first, whether that's like 20% of savings, whatever percentage works for you. So let's go ahead and write out our bills for the month. And as I mentioned, I do this electronically as well, but I like to do this physically written down first, just so that I'm able to like cross out any errors and like know everything exactly before I put it into my electronic system in Notions and my spreadsheet. So for this paycheck, like I mentioned, most of it is going towards rent and just like 1 or 2 bills. So first things first, we have our rent. I do split this with my boyfriend and it's probably gonna be a little bit less than $1,306, but I go ahead and round it up and just pay it. And like if there's anything like that I paid overage on, like they'll just refund it or just add it to the next month. It also just depends because like our water bill is included in the rent system, and so that's why the number fluctuates a little bit. Additionally, I'm paying some housing bills, so this is $473. I'm also paying for Excel, Microsoft Excel. I use this for work, but it's under my like Microsoft like account, so I actually just go ahead and pay for it, and then I just get reimbursed for it since it's an annual charge. The next thing that I have to pay is Walmart Plus, which is $12.95, and then last but not least, I put $200 for groceries. I typically shop like every 2 to 3 weeks because we work from home, and so like I'm able to cook a lot and really plan out the meals. And again, this is already in my monthly bill tracker, so I kind of know already like what I'm paying, but I like to write it down here just in case there is any extra things that I need to pay and need to keep track of. I forgot to mention that Walmart Plus, I pay for that because we do get our groceries delivered, and this is what helps keep me on track each month. Like I'm able to really like look at everything and like take anything out and not overspend, versus like going to the grocery store, like I get overwhelmed and like add things that I shouldn't add to the cart, and so like it's just easier for me to stay on track by shopping online. So we also get a lot of benefits from Walmart Plus. They have like different offerings for members, and like, you know, like when you're getting your tires changed and those kind of things. It's really awesome. It's a really low cost for like all the things that you actually get out of it. So here I'm just adding $43.49. That's how much I paid on my Amex. Then I paid $99, and for the other two I just paid $20 and $40. So last I checked, this card was at $5.99. I was hoping to pay it off today, but unfortunately I had to pay just like a lot of bills, so I cannot pay off the total amount. So I will most likely be paying this off either next week or the week after. So I paid off of this one $40. So this one is $559.99, and so that's just going to be paid off in March entirely. The next one was $1634.90 the last we checked, and so I paid off $40, and so this one's $1594.90. Then Capital One was $27.99.01, and then I paid off $99.01 just to kind of round it out. So now we owe $2,700. And then Capital One was $38.97, no change, and then I paid off $43.49. And so we're currently at 38, 53, 51. Ideally, my goal for the month of March, either get to $10,000 or close to it, and then for April to pay off my American Express card, because that's like the one that has the highest interest. And so I want to pay off that one before paying off the other one. Shall see how these next few weeks go. All right, now our savings for this paycheck. I sent an automatic to my account. Let's go ahead and write that here. So like I mentioned, I went ahead and set an automatic deposit for my paycheck today because I split it up to go into my savings. I'll put a screenshot here for you, but basically I did 2 deposits this week because I got some orders and I decided I want to go ahead and put that extra cash into my savings. So let's go ahead and calculate that. So 431.47 plus 30 plus 40. It's a total of $501.47 is what I saved this week. And the reason why I'm putting high yield savings account is because I did not have any extra cash since I had to pay so many bills, rent, and also pay off some cards, as well as add savings. I did not have any available funds to stuff my cash binder with, and that's okay. But what we're gonna do instead is count how much we have in here and add it to what we have in our savings so that we can figure out the total amount that I saved for this month. All right, friends, we have our cash stuffer, cash binder, whatever you want to call it here. So I went ahead and completed the $250 challenge. I'll go ahead and show you that really quickly. As you saw in our last video, the easiest savings challenge. And so we're gonna go ahead and count how much we saved in total so far. $250 challenge. And then we also started the $500 challenge, which we're gonna go ahead and calculate just to do our total amount that we saved so far. I've started the $750 challenge and I wanna finish both of these in March, hopefully. And then I made my little fake 1,000. And then we also started the 52-week challenge. And so this one, I'm probably gonna finish before the year ends, honestly. But if you wanted to do the whole year, you could. Another one that I really want to start for this month is car maintenance, because I really need to get my windshield repaired and also get my oil change. So I think I'm gonna start putting money towards that in the next paycheck. Let's go ahead and pull out our calculator. We're gonna go ahead and start out with the 52-week challenge, which is just tens. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 15, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And then we have a 5. We have our $500 challenge. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 1, 2, 3. And then we have our $250 challenge, which if you recall from the last video, we actually saved $252, so $2 extra. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 220, 230. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we saved in total $520 in the month of January and February. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to our envelope again. And we have $520 in here, friends, that we saved completely. I'm so excited. Okay, so this is my debt payoff finance tracker. I go over this in depth in my next video, which I filmed yesterday for March. So you will see how I set this thing up. But for now, just to quickly show you for this video purposes, I wanted to go ahead and fill out basically how much I paid off in February for my debts and to see how much we're gonna start March with. So last week we had left $8,930.90 for our leftover debt on my credit cards. So this week, let's go ahead and calculate. So here at the bottom, I just go ahead and put how much I paid towards each debt. So for the lowest one, I paid $20, which I will be paying off this next month, which I'm really excited about. The next one I paid off $40. And as you can see, once you're adding in these amounts, they start calculating. And it basically tells you how much you paid off for the week. So the next one, I paid $99.01. And then for the last one, I paid $43.49. So this leaves me with a total balance of $8,728.40. So that is how much we have left to pay off of our credit card debts. in the month of March and beyond. Next thing I like to do is also, track how much I'm paying towards my $20,000 goal. My goal in the month of February was to save my first $5,000. What I like to do is put how much I currently have saved from the week prior, and then I go ahead and just calculate the whole total on the right side. So as you can see, last week we saved $1,175.22. And so now we're just going to add how much we added this week. So for our high yield savings account, we added $501.47. In cash binder, we added 0. So I'm not gonna put anything there. Emergency fund, we added 0. And then extra, I paid, we paid $70. We saved $571.47. So to calculate everything, you can do this on this tracker. However, this is a monthly tracker, so it only calculates February. So I need to go ahead and see how much I actually have in my account. That way I can go ahead and calculate the total amount that I have saved for the entirety of our saving goal. So we're trying to get to $20,000. Remember, this month I was trying to save up to $5,000. And so we're gonna go ahead and calculate how much we have currently. So I opened up my high yield savings account app. So I'm gonna go ahead and write down this amount. So it's $2,502.08. And I also saved $520 in total in my cash binder so far. And so that brings us to $3,022.08 for the entirety of our savings goal of February. I'm gonna go ahead and jot this down before I ruin the calculator. And so that is how much we have saved so far, which is really exciting. I was hoping to save $5,000, which basically we're a little bit under $2,000. So let's calculate. So I needed to save $1,977.92 extra to complete the $5,000 goal. So what I'm going to do instead is add that here in my notebook so that when I'm planning out March savings goals, I can divide this number by the amount of weeks that I get paid in March, and I can try to add that extra income. And then also when I'm pushing sales and stuff throughout the month for my store, anything extra that I get, I will be putting towards this amount. And I think it's so important to have like outcomes and like highlight reels in your life. So when you're saving, whether you want to have like the online system or a physical notebook or a journal, whatever, I think it's really important to write down the outcomes, write down how you felt, and like write down these little tidbits, because as you're looking back on your financial journey, it's really going to help motivate you to stay on track. And then also when you do look back and you finally reach those goals, you can see where you were at in these moments and really appreciate where and how far you have come. So I'm really excited to finish this notebook and write down my notes, because that is something that's very important to me, and I think I'd like to highlight that for everyone else that's on their financial journey, to really document where you are right now, because this moment, though it might be a hard one, it is a moment in your life, and you should appreciate it for what it is and notice that you are doing the hard work that needs to be done so that you can get to that next level in your life, which is what I'm doing. So I hope that this inspires you to do that. Okay, going back to the finances, the last number that I like to calculate, because I am trying to reach a goal of $20,000, whether or not I reach the $5,000 goal each month, that is not really like what I'm most interested in. The most thing that I'm interested in is reaching the $20,000 by May or June. And so currently we have a goal of $20,000, and so we're trying to save that amount for the next few months. And so currently we have $3,022.08. And friends, we currently have $16,977.92 left to raise, which is really exciting, because as you can see, the number keeps going down, which is really exciting and awesome. And as you see like your savings grow and your cash flow grow and your debts going down and your savings going up, it like continues to motivate you and keep you on track so that you can complete this goal. And this is so exciting, friends. It's so freeing to see these numbers just like change so much. All right, and the last thing I want to do is go to our savings tracker for March to get it started. So I'm going to go ahead and put the amount there. And then I'm also going to get our amount of debt left and put that in red and bold. And we're going to transfer that over as well, just so that I know like when I get paid next week, how much we're starting with in the beginning of March and how much we're like aiming to get down towards in the end of the month. So yeah, that is it, friends. This was so exciting. I'm so happy. All right, friends. So as a refresher, we currently have this much of debt left, $8,728.40 of credit cards. So for the month of March, I think my goal is pay off the lowest amount, which is like 500 something, which is very doable. And then also I want to start paying off my American Express card, because that one has the highest interest. So hopefully in the month of March, we're able to get that down from 8,000 something to 7,000. 5,000 something, maybe 6, I don't know. We really have to plan out the month of March, but regardless, we're paying off the credit cards, friends. On top of this, I think I'm gonna save a little bit less in March so that I can pay off my credit cards. But for the month of February, we actually saved some money. So we are currently at $3,022.08 in our savings in total. So the next 2 challenges that I will be doing in the month of March with cash stuffing on top of what I save electronically is the $500 challenge, and then also the second $500 challenge in the book. Total, we're gonna be saving in cash $1,000, maybe a little bit extra, but for the most part, we're saving $1,000. This means our goal was $5,000 for February, but I only reached $3,022.08, which meant that I needed to save an extra $1,977.92. We did not get there. That's okay. So my plan is for the month of March to really go deep into having sales on my website, and then also to really promote a lot of the products. I realized that when I'm pushing on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube shorts, like the things that I sell on my website versus when I'm not really posting videos about them, I get a lot more sales, which again, if you don't promote your products, you're probably not going to sell them. So for the month of March, I really want to try to make a video each day for my social media accounts so that I can really promote products, reach new customers, and hopefully get some sales at least daily, even if it's just 1 or 2. And then weekly, once I get my payout for my website, I can go ahead and use that money towards paying off debt and also putting towards my savings. All in all though, we currently have $16,977.92 left to save towards our $20,000 goal, which is really exciting because again, we were at the 20K with no savings and now we have 3,000 something in savings, which is amazing. All right, that is it, friends, for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions whatsoever, comment down below. I'll be happy to speak with you. You can also reach out to me on Instagram or TikTok, my email, wherever, and I'm happy to, talk it out. But I also link a lot of stuff down below if you want to check those things out. I also, like I mentioned, will have another video this weekend talking about how I plan out the entirety of the month of March. So I'm going to show you the process for my spreadsheets, my notebook, also my bill tracker, and how you can use these tools in your financial planning. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, make sure you subscribe down below to join me on my financial journey. I also will be traveling next month on top of posting like recipes and Halloween stuff. We got a little bit of everything on this channel. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, where I also post a lot of financial stuff on top of all of my other content. Thank you for tuning in today. I will see you in the next one. Be a good person, share kindness, spread love in the world, and we will see you next week.